Okay, this is a 7.5 hour time lapse of Polaris, and this is the original video. And I made a little boo-boo, and I'll explain here. Right here where I put this transition is I did not get the zoom right. So I zoomed in on it and tried to get it the same as the original, but I did not do it. Now, what I did was I started enhancing it, and this part right here, actually this is the original again, just slowed down 0.33 times. Okay, I wanted to put the original one out there in regular speed, then slowed down 3 times, and I still put the same transition in so you can see where I made my boo-boo. I don't always do these, and this thing kicked my ass to make this because I was up all night long to make this video. Time lapses are tough. Every 2 hours, 2.5 hours, you got to go out and start the camera again. And I did not touch the camera. I used my remote thing to start it up again. But when my battery died is when I had to reset the zoom on the camera. So I didn't quite get it right, and I apologize for that. The next time I do it, I will try to do it on no digital, without the digital zoom, and that way I know if I just zoom all the way out, I can get it right. Okay, now what I started to do was enhance this, and by enhancing it, let's see here, this first part, and it's going to come up here. I don't know if my voice is going to react properly with the video, but I'm going to try to keep on track with it. And it's going to come up to where I enhanced it. And let's see here, I'm going to have to probably cut some of my voice out to make it match the video. Alright, right here is where I enhanced it from the original video, but I enhanced the contrast 66, saturation 66, and the brightness 66. Then this next part is the same, but what I did was I just slowed it down. So it's the same as that last screen you saw, just slowed down 0.33 times. Now what I noticed was every time I loaded this in and gave it the enhancement, denoise and enhancement, more stars, every little speck of stars would show up. So you would actually see more stars in these. So that was my main purpose, was to bring out all the stars. There was another thing that I noticed too, that there was a very big similarities with this when you look at Polaris and the Southern Cross. So examine that, take a look at that, and see what you think. I pulled up videos of the Southern Cross and got very, very similar results in it. So my main purpose was to bring these out and show each one of them, so that way you knew what was what. And each time I change it, the contrast, I'm going to let you know. Alright, this part here, I changed the contrast to 99, the saturation to 66, and the brightness to 33 at the original speed. I look at these and I think they're really, really interesting. You can definitely see how many of the stars come out. I mean, it really, really brings out the stars. Now, this piece is the same as the last screen. The only thing I did was I slowed it down times 33 again. Now, one of the things that I noticed was this blue dot on the right-hand side of the screen, almost in the middle on the edge. This blue dot was popped up. Now, I'm not sure if that was something on my camera lens and it was just getting a flicker of light on it or something. I'm just really not sure. And of course you see a couple of planes go through, which was interesting too. Now, in your settings on your YouTube channel, you can slow this down and put it in real slow motion if you want. That's up to you. Or you can actually break out some good music and turn on your radio and play it with this. That's up to you. I was going to add some music to it, but it gets really confusing when you start adding music, and you can't understand what I'm saying if I have it in the background. So I just left it this way as original. So everybody could understand what I'm doing. And you see a little flicker in these screens here. That's because that's where I didn't get the distance proper on the video. Now another part's going to come up here, and I'm going to let it get to that part. And like I said, I keep loading these and enhancing them into the program just to see what would happen. And like I say, this part right here, I loaded it up again, and I did the same thing. The contrast was 99, saturation 66, and the brightness was 33 again. And I denoised and enhanced it each time I loaded this back into the program to bring out as much of these stars as possible. And I'm going to let it go around. And again, that's the same screen again. I just slowed it down times 0.33 again, just to give you a better look at it. And you can see some of the brightness, the contrast, all working on this. And you also kind of start losing that Southern Cross appearance on it. Now, I'm not sure about that Southern Cross, but I've seen these. I've seen this in a couple of my other videos that I did of Polaris when I was zoomed in on it, and it does resemble a lot of the Southern Cross. So it's a question for us flat earthers to look at. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm looking at here, but if somebody wants to research that a little bit more, and get with me, make some comments toward me on this. I'd really be happy to hear what you think. Because, altogether, this took me so long to make. I mean, all my time last night. Then I was up, I was up to like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I got up at like 9 o'clock this morning to make this video. So there was a lot going on with it. So, hopefully you guys appreciate this hard work that I put into this and loading these things in my program and reloading them and all really took a lot of time to do. So I'm really hoping that you appreciate my video. Again, I loaded this thing up again, contrast 33 or 99, saturation was 66, and the brightness was 33 again, and I put it again in denoise and enhancement. And as you see, it starts getting really cartoonish. But again, it's pretty interesting video when you take into consideration, you know, we may be living in a digital world. It's crazy to say that, but I think it's really an interesting video. And then again, I slowed this down to 0.33, the speed to 0.033 times, so we could all get a better look at it again. You know, comments are welcome. I really appreciate what people think about this, especially this Southern Cross resemblance. You know, look at the Southern Cross. Look at some videos. Go through YouTube and look for a Southern Cross video where they're kind of showing you the Southern Cross, and try to compare them with the first original part of the video, because that's where you're going to see it resemble it more, maybe even in some of the other parts. But altogether, this has taken quite a bit of my night and my morning to produce, to make for you. So again, I'd like to hear comments on it. Now I'm going to have to export it, you know, and then download it on YouTube. So I'm not done with this yet. So I got a lot more time to spend on it, and get it made and get it on YouTube, posted on YouTube. So again, all your comments are welcome. I'd like to know what you think of my my video. Again, I really want to hear what y'all think about it. You know, maybe I'm crazy for doing this, but again, I noticed that when I'm enhancing it, it really does bring out more of the background stars. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.